Intelligence gathering on Iranian nuclear facilities. For decades, Iran's nuclear ambitions have been one of the most closely monitored and hotly contested threats in global security. Western intelligence agencies scrambled to track centrifuge operations, uranium enrichment, and the movement of nuclear scientists. While the CIA and Mossad led high-profile efforts to disrupt Tehran's plans, another shadowy player operated in the periphery: Blackwater. Though never officially acknowledged, multiple sources suggest that Blackwater contractors were involved in clandestine missions aimed at gathering critical intelligence on Iran's nuclear program. These missions didn't take place in Iran's heartland. They happened in the shadows, on the borderlands of Iraq, Afghanistan, the UAE, and even Central Asia, regions where nuclear components moved, where foreign scientists met, and where conversations could be overheard by the right people with the right tools. Blackwater's role wasn't to sabotage or confront. It was to observe, record, report, and vanish. Using commercial covers, diplomatic assignments, or local proxies, Blackwater contractors reportedly surveilled facilities suspected of funneling nuclear-related equipment into Iran. They monitored cargo trucks near the border, tracked scientists' travel patterns, and even set up long-range surveillance posts to capture electronic signals from across the Iranian frontier. One of the more sensitive aspects of the mission involved human intelligence. Contractors were tasked with identifying and cultivating sources within the logistical chains supplying Iran's nuclear development: freight operators, customs agents, engineers with links to the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC. Some sources were paid, others were threatened. All operated in an environment of paranoia and extreme risk. Blackwater's intelligence units also supported drone reconnaissance over suspected Iranian enrichment sites. While the drones themselves were often under military or CIA control, private contractors helped analyze aerial imagery, assess changes in infrastructure, and flag potential concealment tactics. They identified venting systems, power grid modifications, and security enhancements that pointed to deepening nuclear activity. There were also rumors of involvement in cyber reconnaissance, mapping the networks used by Iranian scientists and defense engineers, identifying digital vulnerabilities, and passing that data to cyber units later linked to operations like Stuxnet, the virus that crippled Iran's Natanz enrichment facility. If true, Blackwater's role in cyber pre-intelligence marked its evolution from a boots-on-the-ground force to an enabler of digital warfare. But such operations carried massive consequences. Iran's counterintelligence units were among the most aggressive in the region. Several foreign assets were captured, interrogated, and in some cases, executed. Blackwater operatives reportedly faced close calls, compromised safe houses, tailed vehicles, and sudden arrests of local informants. In one unconfirmed account, a team had to be extracted under the cover of a diplomatic convoy just hours before a raid by Iranian security forces. The legality of these missions remains murky. Operating on foreign soil without official sanction, collecting intelligence for a government while technically remaining a private contractor, and potentially facilitating actions that could lead to military conflict. All of it blurred the lines of modern espionage. Yet from a strategic standpoint, Blackwater provided something official agencies couldn't: flexibility, rapid deployment, and deniability. If a mission failed, no uniformed soldier was lost. No embassy had to answer questions. It was a ghost operation, and ghosts don't file reports. Intelligence gathered by Blackwater operatives reportedly contributed to major briefings given to U.S. and Israeli leadership, shaping decisions that ranged from economic sanctions to targeted cyber attacks. The success of those missions didn't lie in what was destroyed, but in what was prevented. In the end, Blackwater's alleged surveillance of Iranian nuclear efforts was emblematic of the private sector's rising role in global intelligence. No longer just warriors, they became watchers. And in the nuclear chessboard of the Middle East, they were the pieces no one saw moving, until it was too late.